Hello, and welcome to Body Evolution. Today we are going to go over There's No Crying in Baseball. This is a repeat of March 6th, 2020. The workout is a chipper, where we're going to start and finish on the row. You'll do an 800-meter row into 40 back squats taken from the floor, 20 handstand push-ups, and then 40 front squats, again taken from the floor, again finishing with the 800-meter row. There is an 18-minute cap. We only had to cap, I think, 2 or 3 people the last time we did this, so 18 minutes is totally doable. The first time I did this was closer to 14 and a half minutes, I believe. The legs are obviously going to feel this. If you're doing the handstand push-ups, you'll definitely feel your legs when you do the kipping handstand push-ups. Not so much will you feel the the burn in the legs or anything like that, but your legs are fatigued, so as you try to kip, you got to make sure you're using your hips, because your legs, just flailing like that will not really work, because you're going to be full up on the lactic acid after doing those 40 back squats. The 800-meter pace should be a good clip, but not super hard, because you don't want to get your butt burning before you get into the back squats. Since the back squats are taken from the floor, you definitely want to be careful as to how you do this, but we practiced lowering the bar onto our neck or onto our back last week. Take that advice into account where you're making traps and also bracing in the core and not just letting the bar come crashing down. Taking it from the floor is always an iffy situation, but it definitely gives you the motivation to do larger sets. So while if you take it from the rack, 40 reps, you might do 10, 10, 10, 10. Taking it from the ground, you're probably going to do sets of 20, maybe. I believe me and Amber did this together, and we both did larger sets, like 20 reps. You just don't want to drop it and then have to pick it back up. The same is true of the front squat, although it's much easier to drop it and pick it back up when in the front rack position. So I think we broke that one up. She broke it up, I think, similar to me, where I did like a set of 15 to start, and then broke less after that, like sets of 10. So be confident in your ability to move that weight. So as you're choosing the weight, you should be able to do sets of 20 if fresh. You don't have to do sets of 20. Like I said, you can drop it as many times as you want, but the motivation is there to stick with it and keep it on your back. The handstand push-ups will scale to push-ups, not push-ups, strict dumbbell press. This is taken from the level method. When we do the level method and there's a strict handstand, or there's a kipping handstand push-up in Diane, or better known as upper-lower endurance on the map, we use 2 dumbbells and do strict press. That'll be the same case for this one. So you can't use your hips, you have to be using your arms to do strict dumbbell press. It's actually a much harder movement than you think, especially when you look at the weights, you think, wow, this is going to be pretty easy. It's not. So take that into account. Also, you should be able to go 20 unbroken with the weight that you choose, but you're going to be so fatigued by the end of it that you might have to break it into 2 sets of 10. Yeah, I think that covers it. So there's no crying in baseball, everybody's favorite quote. The accessory work is strict ring muscle ups, which I don't know that we have a ton of members that can do this. So the scaling in the accessory work would be a strict false grip. Remember that the false grip, we're putting the ring right across our palm right here, and should be feeling a lot of burn right there. So basically I'd have to take off my watch, have to take off any bracelets or anything, and get in right position with that. Then we do stability ball hamstring curls. Make sure you feel this in your hamstrings. If you're not, feel free to come get me. I'll show you how to do it. You have to feel it in your hamstrings. This is actually a really good movement, but sometimes we do it too fast and you don't feel your hamstrings or your butt, and you should. And then GHD sit-ups. On the GHD sit-ups, the GHD should be set so that your butt is just off the pad. So I might set it so that the pad ends right there. I'm a 6, if that helps anybody. I don't know if telling you my number helps, but on the GHD I set it to a 6. That's perfect for me. Make sure that if you're comfortable with it, touch the ground with both hands. If you're not comfortable with it, just go to level with the ground. So maybe just as far as you would on a sit-up. All right, that is the workout. I'll see you guys then. Thanks.